Hello and welcome back to my YouTube channel. I'm Becca and today I'm going to be answering the questions that you guys asked me on my TikTok. So let's get into it. Quick disclaimer, it is the next day and I'm editing. It was originally my intention to put screenshots of the questions from the comment section down here so that you'd be able to see your own question when I was answering it, but unfortunately I went to do that and I spent so much time on it, and then I went to save it and it just didn't save, and so instead I'm just going to be typing out all the usernames. I'm going to start by answering the art related questions and then I'm just going to move into random stuff. Okay, so the first question was, what is your favorite art piece that you've made? Hopefully the question is floating here somewhere. My favorite art piece that I've made is a portrait of my cousin Emma. I was in AP Art last year, and in that class we do something called a sustained investigation, and it's basically when you choose a topic that all the art that you create that year is going to fit under, and my topic was basically portraits. So my favorite portrait that I did was the one of my cousin Emma. So one of the reasons why it's my favorite piece is because I think it turned out really good, but also because I really love my cousin and I haven't been able to see her in a long time, so I really miss her. Hi Emma, if you're watching this. The next question I'm going to answer is the opposite of the one I just did. What's your least favorite work of art that you've made? Now, I thought long and hard about whether or not I really wanted to show you guys this, but I dug through my closet, through all my different folders of art pieces over the past years, and I found it. I was 13 or 14 years old, and I just really don't like how it turned out, but I'm more pleased with it looking back at it than I was at the time. Back then, I really just wanted to throw it out, and my parents were like, no, you should keep it. Here's the piece. It's just a random model that I found like on Google. There is personal information on here. I just feel like it looks so unfinished. It looks like a random doodle. I have an appreciation for it now, looking back at it as a stepping stone to where I've come, but I really don't like how it looks. Okay, the next two questions are kind of related. When did you start painting and how did you get into art? So what I've come to realize is that I'm not the one who started painting. Everybody else are the ones who stopped. Let that sink in, okay? Hear me out. When you're a little kid, everyone draws. Everyone has coloring books and crayons. They draw for fun. They draw little things during school for school assignments. Everybody draws when they're a little kid, but then at some point, the vast majority stops, and then a handful of us keep going and we spend hours on it and want to like hone in those skills and get really good at it because we love it. But it was really just that. It started off as something that I just did as a little kid because all little kids color, and then I just really loved it and kept doing it. Next, what are your fave materials? So I want to do a more in-depth video of my favorite materials, showing you like what the names are and where you can get them and how to use them so that it's all in one place and it's easier to find. But I will tell you that one of my favorite art supplies is Posca pens. I'll go get them. These are Posca pens. It is acrylic paint inside of a marker. I use these markers to paint on shoes, and if I wanted to do this color, but then I was like, oh wait, never mind, I don't like that one anymore, I could color on top of it with this one, and you would not see any blue underneath. You could literally put any one of these colors on top of another one, because paint does that, because it works like paint, but the ease of a marker. It is the perfect combination. The next question is if I have any tips for drawing facial features. Now this might sound a little creepy, maybe? No, not really, I don't think so. But I literally inspect people's faces throughout daily life. If I'm just like sitting in a group and I'm not in the middle of talking, then I'm looking at like the shape of someone's nose and like what would it be like if I were to draw them? What is it? Art imitates life? Life imitates art? I don't know what I'm saying. Undo that. The point is, if you look at real people, it'll help you draw realistic people. And you'll notice things that you didn't know before. What thing do you draw the most? Definitely people. I do art for other people, I do art for assignments in school, but whenever I'm just doing art because it's like late at night and I'm watching a TV show and I want to doodle, I usually just start drawing different like cartoony looking people, and it's one of my most favorite things to draw because it just feels very like simple and freeing and easy. What's your fave medium? Definitely colored pencil. I feel like I have so much more control over it, and that's really the main reason. I love the outcome of using paints, but it's usually a bit more of a stressful experience because paint dries so fast and then like it's hard to blend after that. So colored pencil just is a lot more like relaxing, and I feel like I have a lot more control. The last question is, where do I get my art supplies? I haven't had to buy art supplies in a really long time because I always seem to have them, or they would be supplied to me by like my parents as a gift or from the school. But recently I've been running out of art supplies, being in quarantine and all. My go-to actual store is Michael's, but I also like looking on Amazon for a lot of supplies. All right, now it's time to start all the questions that aren't really art related. They just are kind of random. They're in random order too, so we might be jumping around a little bit. The first question is favorite TV show. I have a hard time coming up with favorites because I always feel like there's a lot of things that I like, but I can't choose one thing to be the ultimate favorite. So a show that I watched recently that I really liked is Community. It's a sitcom, I think. I don't even understand genres. I don't even know. I just watch random things that pique my interest. And I watch a lot of shows while I do art, so I just like run through shows really quickly. Another show that I really love while doing art is Bob's Burgers. Bow, bow. Next question. Is your hair naturally straight? This is my natural hair. I do straighten it, but it's not straightened right now. The next question is, who is my favorite YouTuber, and also who is my favorite TikToker? I actually don't currently watch a lot of YouTubers like consistently. I kind of just randomly watch stuff that pops up on my suggested. Favorite TikTokers. I really love Oddity Draws. I think she has a really fun personality, and she also does art, and I love art. And also there's this little TikTok account called The Tiny Chef Show, and it's like this little like, I think it's stop motion animation, I think, and it's this like little felt dude, and he's so cute, and he like bakes little things and he dances, and it's not a person, it's like a little dude. It's so cute. Fave song and singer. I couldn't really think of like one exact song, but someone also asked who's my favorite singer. So I really like Surfaces. They're a band. It makes me think of like Driving in the Summer with Your Windows Down, a lot of their songs. I really like Rex Orange County. Like, I was going through my liked playlist trying to look for like artists that I listen to a lot, and my liked playlist is really just like a conglomeration of random singers. I rarely have more than one song by the same artist because I'll just like hear random songs here and there throughout my life, and I'll be like, oh, gotta add that to the playlist. The next question is, what is my favorite Disney movie? If you follow me on TikTok, then you know that I paint a lot of Disney characters and do a lot of Disney related content. I'm guessing that that's where this question comes from. And my favorite Disney princess movie, at least, is Tangled. I was in the 2nd grade when that came out, which I feel like is a really good Disney princess age, and I just really love that movie. The next question is, what's my favorite food? I love this question because I actually have an answer for it. I'm not indecisive about this. It's clear cut. There are 2 answers, but 2 clear-cut answers. First one, sushi. Sushi is delicious. If you don't like sushi, it's probably because you decided you didn't like it before you tried it. It is so good. It's so good. It's so good. I love sushi so much. I will try any sushis. Any of them. The next favorite food might come as a bit of a shock after the first one, is potatoes. Any form of potato. We're talking French fries, baked potato, mashed potato, hash brown, potato wedges, potato skins, not grits. I don't like grits, but any other form of potato, immaculate. I love it. Except for sweet potatoes, that is a different story. Completely different story. Sweet potatoes are one of my least favorite foods. No one asked that, but now you know. Just kidding, I don't have that many questions. Last page. Ever consider doing social media as a job? So I definitely would consider doing social media as a job. I think even though I'm gonna get like my degree in marketing and work somewhere for marketing, I think I will always continue doing this on the side, and hopefully it will become a sustainable job for me. I think that'd be so dope. That's the dream. Do you ever get hate? No, I don't get hate. Really, I don't really get hate. I have gotten a few comments. In fact, I can only think of one time when it happened, and I agreed with them. They were just saying that like what I had painted looked inaccurate to the character, and I was like, yeah, I feel that. Other than that, I don't really get hate. There's only one other hate comment that I can remember getting, which was when someone made fun of my nose. That one hurt for a bit. But no, ultimately I don't get hate, which I'm super thankful for. All of you guys here on YouTube and everyone over on TikTok is normally super supportive, and I love you all. Mwah. Next question is fave childhood memory. One of the first things that came to mind was sledding in Canada. Every winter I'd go sledding with my dad and sister. The other thing that came to mind was holiday dinners with either side of my family, mom's side and dad's side. I love holiday dinners, getting together with the cousins. I love my cousins so much. Hi guys. Hi cousins. Fave place to travel. I love traveling to Canada because I'm from there and all my family is still there, and I don't get to go to Canada that often, and so whenever I do, I always get to see my family. Where did you live before the US? I probably should have answered this earlier. Canada. To be more in depth, I was born in Quebec. I lived in Quebec till I was 4, and then when I was 4, I moved to Ontario. I lived in a suburb of Toronto. I lived there till I was 13, and then I moved to Ohio. That's where I am right now. She asked me what my favorite high school memory was, which my all-time favorite high school memory is Akafest. Akafest is kind of like a mix of the words acapella and festival. My high school hosts one of the biggest acapella festivals in the nation. We have people from all sorts of different states come to our school. We usually have a crowd of about 3,000 kids in the audience, and we get to perform on a big stage in front of them with lights and smoke machines, and it's just so cool. We get to feel like pop stars for a day, and it's just one day, but it's everything. It's so good. I'm telling you, you get off stage during intermission and people literally ask for like pictures with you, or like they'll look at you and they're like kind of starstruck and they'll be like, wow, was that you on stage? Were you the one wearing pink? And you're like, yes, that was me. I wear pink. I love it. It is so good. The last thing is someone asked me how many pets I have. I have one pet. He's a cat named Mr. Jones. I'll go get him. This is my cat. Like I said, his name is Mr. Jones. We got him at a shelter. His name was already Mr. Jones, which worked out because when we were on our way there, my dad was like, let's name the cat Mr. something. He's like, I don't care what the last name is, just Mr. something. And his name was already Mr. Jones. So we were like, hey, that works out. Then people wanted to know if I have any siblings. I have one sister. She is 2.5 years older than me, so she's 19 right now since I'm 17. No one asked that. If anyone was wondering, I'm 17. My sister's 19 right now. Her name is Michaela. I'll go get her. Michaela!
Hi, I'm Rebecca's sister. Hi, I'm Michaela. I'm Rebecca's older sister. That's all.
Perfect. That's all she has going for her. Her best features being my big sister. No one asked, but I'm gonna see if I can get my parents to come say hello also.
Hello, I'm Rebecca's dad. Je suis le papa de Rebecca.
You have to do that properly.
Hello, I'm Rebecca's dad.
Hello! I am Jamie, Rebecca's mom. Nice to meet y'all. Bye.
That was my family. Thank you for watching my video, and an extra thank you to anybody who asked a question. It means so much to me that these are things that you guys actually want to know. I think that's so cool. Other than that, I just hope you have an amazing day, and I'll see you next time. Bye!